Hello friends, we are analyzing today Amazon on 4-hour chart. We'll look at 4-hour chart first on an extended trading session or extended trading hours session, which gives us like 4 bars for the whole day, 4 hours each for 16 hours of trading session before and after market as well as the normal trading market hours. So the reason we look at 4 hours is it gives us a very clear picture on the internal dynamics that are playing out in the market before and after the market to give us more insights on what the institutions may be doing with the price as well the overall holding, and it helps us find some direction early on before we can see the final move taking place. So let's look at the details. So what I've marked on this chart is some key points or turning points. On this bar on 22nd April, the arrow that you're seeing is pointing to the volume that we have seen relative to last few trading sessions on the buy side. The price was going down for some time, and suddenly we saw this upside move followed by a good pickup in volume or increase in volume on this trading session for this 4 hour time frame. Then it marked the move for the upside for a few days or few hours for some time. Then it went sideways. Again, it was trying to form another base setup here, indicating that either it could go down, it could go up. But finally, on this bar here, as you can see in last 3 to 4 days in this region, we have seen the drop in volume, and suddenly we see a bullish pickup in volume on this bullish bar. So that was also indicating that hey, the price was willing to go higher. So these are the key signals that we get when we are looking at extended trading session in terms of price and in terms of volume, that gives us insights before the market plans to move it higher or lower. So similarly, let's look at what's been happening right now. On Friday and Thursday, as you can see, we have been coming down. And if you guys analyze this on a box setup, if you draw this tight zone on the box, this is giving us a very good idea that hey, there was a short compression zone that was forming, and it broke down, and it followed by hard selling from the institutions or a lot of market participants telling you that hey, there is big amount of selling that is happening in Amazon. So this box told us the compression was likely to break down, and what it did finally. And another box, if you can draw it here, is also pointing to the same thing, that hey, it wants to go lower. And this box is also helping us find that the momentum is on the downside. So look for much lower levels on Amazon. And with the Moody's downgrade on Friday for the overall market, it may not help anyways. So we could see much lower levels coming in Amazon. So let's look at the daily chart to figure out what possible levels we could see on the downside. This is the daily chart. Each bar marks the daily candle. And as you can see, we gapped up from 9th of May to 12th of May over the weekend for almost 8% move. And more likely, we could see this gap fill, this region. We could see this gap area being filled. Let me draw it. This gap area being filled in this week or next week if the momentum continues to be on the downside and we still see negative news in the market. So, but overall, we have been rallying in the market for last 5 to 6 weeks. It's a lot of momentum that has happened on the upside. So, it's definitely healthy to see some correction coming in all these big stock names and overall market for next couple of weeks, which is good and healthy for continued upward trend continuation post a small correction in next following weeks. So look for levels on Amazon for around 195. It could be a good entry for people who are willing to buy the dip. If you buy Amazon around 195, it could be something that you'll be buying $100 worth of stock for $80. So 20% discount is what you can buy. If you look at the this all-time high to this level, if you draw to this level, it's roughly around, let me pull this down. So it's around 20%. So 20% discount is what you can get from the all-time high if you are willing to buy Amazon around 195-ish. And it's also a decent pullback to consider for long-term holding. So short-term trading, not looking good for the bullish side. Definitely not worth playing a short for just 4 to 5% move on the downside. And definitely wait and hold for some time to either have a positional trade or long-term hold in Amazon. That's all I have.